Welcome back, everybody, to a new series that I am calling Tales from the Gym. Just me kind of talking through some tips, some advice from my own training, from training of my clients that I think could help the general audience. Today, we are going over the necessity, the importance of having a plan. Let me take you back about 7 years when I first really got serious lifting in the gym. I started lifting because of football. I played football in high school, and so as cross training, I was lifting some weights with terrible form, as most high school footballers do. I had a strength coach, and he would program us exercises. We'd walk in, we'd look at the whiteboard, we'd say, okay, we've got 7,000 sets of squats today. Perfect, let's do that. Then I graduated, I stopped playing football, and I went to college. Now, college is a beautiful time for most people, and it was a good time for me as well. And I kind of fell off the wagon in terms of weight training. But when I got back into it around my 20s, 21, 22, I decided that I just was gonna feel it out. I was gonna go into the gym, and depending on how I was feeling that day is what I was going to work out. Now, this is wrong for so many different reasons, but the main thing was I had no idea how to track my progress because I didn't have a plan. I wasn't paying attention to my rep ranges, my sets, the amount of weight that I was using on a given exercise, my technique. I was walking into the gym and saying, you know what? I'm gonna do arms again. And that turned into basically 4 times a week walking in the gym and saying, I'm gonna do arms. Because if you're being completely honest with yourself, you're most likely gonna do arms every day if you have a choice. I mean, I've matured as a lifter, as a power lifter now. I do enjoy training my legs. I love training the big 3. But when I was a college kid, it was all about the vanity muscles. It was all about the biceps, the triceps, the chest. And I was avoiding training my legs because it just wasn't fun. Now, I was shocked to learn that that's kind of the majority of people that I speak to on a day-to-day basis. You know, I'll have conversations in the gym, walking around on the floor, just trying to meet people and drum up some business. And I asked them, so what are you training today? Oh, I'm doing some arms. Okay, well, what's tomorrow? What's the next week? Not sure. I'm kind of going to play it by ear. That's a very common response that I get. And that's kind of shocking to me because you would think that you'd at least have a little bit of a plan. In today's day and age in training, I feel like training has become incredibly popular. I would have assumed that more people would have a more periodized plan for progression in the gym, but it seems that that's not the case. And I'm here to tell you that it is incredibly important that you do make a plan. It does not have to be entirely complex. It should be goal specific. If you are just trying to work for general fitness and you want to do a little bit of resistance training for the health benefits that you get from resistance training, it could be something as simple as Monday, I'm training legs with an emphasis on my squat. Wednesday, I'm gonna train chest, upper body with an emphasis on my bench press. Friday, I'm gonna train legs again with an emphasis on my deadlift. Saturday, I'm gonna do general arms, right? Just getting some of the compound movements down, having some fun on Saturdays, doing some arm workouts, just any type of pre-planning can help you so much in the gym. First of all, you don't have to worry about wasting time choosing different exercises on the fly. You've already done that time beforehand. You've already done that prep. You are ready to go when you walk in the gym. The other thing is you can track progress this way. Okay, I did 2 sets of 135 on the squat this week. I'm gonna try and do 3 sets. Or I did 10 reps, I'm gonna try and do 11 reps. That's how we progress. The body does not change unless it is presented with a novel stimulus. It does not adapt unless things get more difficult. So we need to plan how we are going to make our resistance training more difficult. It seems very simple, but I'm shocked with the amount of people that are not utilizing this easy technique. The other incredible thing that happens when you start to plan is you start to understand the need for fatigue management and for rest. You start to plan, okay, if I'm working out 5 days a week, that means I only have 2 rest days. That may not be enough. You experiment, you come back to the lab, you say, you know what, 4 days with 3 days rest is gonna be really good. The other thing is when you're planning, you can plan deload weeks. You can say, okay, I'm gonna do 6 weeks of an accumulation phase or a phase of hard training that builds over time, and then I'm gonna give myself a deload because I know that I'm going to be very systemically fatigued. I'm going to be very nervous system fatigued. I may need some time off. A lot of novices that I talk to and I train will literally train themselves into a brick wall, and then their bodies will force them into a deload because they physically are so fatigued that they're performance is dropping steadily each week. And they come to me or they talk to a different coach and they say, I don't understand. Last week I was doing really well. This week I feel super fatigued. Everything feels really heavy. And we ask them, when was the last time you had a deload week? I don't even know what that is, right? So that's usually the typical answer. I guess to sum it all up, I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I made. I spent 1 year to 2 years spinning my wheels in the gym, not planning, and wondering why I wasn't getting any stronger, why I wasn't getting any bigger, why I just wasn't progressing at all. I'm here to tell you, if I had started planning my progressions, my mesocycles, my deloads, all this fun stuff that we utilize in the gym to get stronger earlier on, I would be 100% better than I am right now. The great news is you don't have to make my mistake. You can click right here to find out how to program for yourself. And until next time, get strong and stay strong. Peace.